If you've been watching the Florida new construction market, specifically here in Central Florida, for the past 2 years, you know things have been tough when it comes to getting a new construction home. But if you've been watching it closely the last few months, you know things have changed a lot, and these builders are giving you guys thousands of dollars to incentivize you to buy a home. Hey guys, this is Will with LPT Realty, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we are here in Orlando, and we're gonna be kind of talking about what's been going on in our new construction market here, how you can get the most bang for your buck, how you can save more money, and why I kind of think even though those rates are a bit higher, this might be one of the best times to get new construction in recent memory. So let's go check it out. Now, I wanted to break up our builders here in Central Florida into two major categories because one might be better for you and one option might not be the best for you. So you do have your production / semi-custom builders, and these are your builders such as D.R. Horton and Lennar on the production side, which typically are going to give you inventory homes that aren't super customizable, have kind of like your standard builder grade options, but they do typically provide the best bang for your buck just because, once again, these are mass-produced homes with not a lot of customization. You kind of see those throughout all of Central Florida. On the flip side, you do have homes like the one we're in now, which are these smaller single lot developments, which have their pros and cons as well. I noticed that these homes typically have nicer upgrades. They're not usually an HOA neighborhood since they're single lot developments. And you might have larger lots here as well, but some people do prefer those HOAs. And kind of more of those inventory builds. So you do have them going both ways there, but I do think they have two very different pros and cons in terms of deals, specifically saving you money, which might make or break the difference between the two options for you. So let's go check out this really cool single lot development we have here in Orlando. You're only about 10 to 12 minutes from downtown. You're getting 4 bedrooms in here, 2 bathrooms. You have a lot of nice finishes that I really like. Once again, it is pretty centrally located. So let's go check that out and then talk about the incentives that the two different builders offer. So before we hop into the specific incentives, I want to kind of paint the picture of why you guys are getting so much more incentives now than you were before. Now, if you know in the past 2 years, we've had those super low rates. People have been moving to Florida in droves, which has obviously risen demand and supply did not match. Now today, we still have a pretty fair amount of supply. Not as crazy as people may think. We're definitely not pre-pandemic levels of supply, but we still have much higher supply than the past 2 years. But with those rates going up, the new construction market is one of the first markets to be hit because typically in any area there's new construction, they're going to be the most expensive homes. And typically the more expensive homes are going to sit a lot longer than the cheaper homes will. Now, because of that, the builders do have to move their inventory. So as the inventory gets further along, they really want to sell it. They don't want to hold it. Them selling homes from dirt is preferred versus waiting till the home is fully completed to sell it just because, they have holding costs and they're holding it even longer. So it's costing them more money. So they definitely want to get that moved. Now, the incentives you're seeing on the production side, which apply to those builders that I mentioned, such as Lennar, D.R. Horton, or even your more semi-custom builders, are typically going to be about $10,000 to $20,000, if not more. Now, when I say if not more, that typically applies to those later stage homes that are already completed or almost completed. Once again, those builders have holding costs, and because inventory is sitting a lot longer or getting to the completion stage, way more than it was in the past market. They're really trying to get you guys to buy those homes, so they're trying to move as quick as possible. And outside of the most popular form, which is going to be those closing cost credits, you're also seeing builders implement this flex cash, which I think is really cool, and probably my favorite way to utilize that money. And one way this can be used is to knock down the general price of the home, and when you couple that with the fact that the list price and the selling price for new construction homes in February had about a $30,000 gap between Orange, Osceola, Seminole, and Lake counties. That can knock that price down even further. So they're definitely knocking the price down on paper, but you can also use this for design incentives, which you're seeing on the more semi-custom building side of things, when you're picking out options through your home. And another really cool one that's become really popular due to the higher rates is that rate buy down. So you're using $20,000 towards a rate buy down. Some people are getting it as low as 4.25%, and even sometimes independent of the other incentives. So really you're saving a couple $100s a month because that rate is a lot more important, I think, than just the price of the home in terms of getting that payment to where you need it to be. Now, on the single lot development of things like the home we're in now, you might not get as many incentives in terms of your closing costs, flex, or design, just because it's typically due to the fact that with the builder's lenders, you're going to be using their lender to get those incentives. Whereas here, you're typically going to use your own lender. You are seeing a lot more negotiations in price. These homes have been sitting a little longer as well. And we've been able to definitely talk them down on price. I'm getting it to more reasonable than you would have gotten a couple months ago. So I still think there's a lot of negotiation room with these homes. I think the benefit of these homes, though, is you're getting much larger lots. You're going to get that price a little bit more negotiated, and you're getting a lot more not standard options like we saw in this home. Really, really sick home here. That's central to Orlando, not an HOA neighborhood. So there's a lot of pros there as well. So overall, really builders are trying to get you guys to buy homes. And I do think that because of everything they're offering, this is really a time to get in there and lock something in and get a pretty sweet deal. So if you're looking to move here in Central Florida, call a new construction home, a resale home, or any type of other home yours, please give me a call and leave my contact information down below. And I'm going to catch you guys next time.